Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. It is pretty late at night for me, so don't mind me. I am going to make this the part one of my illness series that I want to do. Um, I'm gonna start with when I was really young and what I started noticing. I started noticing the basically the fatigue. I was really tired all the time. Even just walking, like basic walking, would make me tired and out of breath. And I was a very active child. So, about 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, I would get really, really tired. Um, and I would play a lot of sports during school in gym class and after school. I was involved in sports, even outside of school events. So it would be like, you know, even with the neighborhood kids, being extremely active, playing volleyball, soccer, karate, boot hockey, hockey, wrestling around, running around, playing basketball, cops and robbers, like everything I was involved in um, after school, like all hours of the evening till late at night until we had to go to bed, basically every single day in my whole childhood. So I was a very active child, and I would just notice myself so out of breath and tired all the time. And at this point, I didn't notice, you know, because of my age, I didn't notice anything was actually wrong. It was just now, as I'm older, I think back to all this stuff and I notice that, you know, I think back to all these symptoms and I'm thinking, wow, I had symptoms starting a really long time ago. So, yeah, the first thing when I think back was I was just so tired all the time. Even if it was, you know, didn't seem like doing much, I'd just be out of breath all the time and, tired all the time when all the other kids were, you know, able to do a lot more than me, even though I was really good at doing things and got first place in everything that I did because I pushed myself so hard. Um, like I would get first place in every single sport, and I just pushed myself so hard at all of it. I was just felt, you know, I was just done after doing it. So that was the very first symptom growing up. As time went on, when I was 11, 12, and 13, that symptom was still there. And I kind of felt like at that age, the basically like some, like, kind of like, I guess I would call it like, kind of like a loneliness and depression started almost. So even though my childhood was really, really happy and really good, I felt, and I had a lot of kids to play with, and like it was just, my childhood was so good, I always felt like sad. It's hard to explain, but I always felt really sad. Um, I don't even know why. I just felt sad. And so basically, I was depressed for no reason. Um, yeah, it just, I was sad, but I wouldn't show it on the outside. I just would always smile, and nobody knew I was sad, you know. Um, there really wasn't any reason for it. Um, you know, I also started having really, at a really young age as well, like probably 7 years old, as I mentioned. I also had really, really horrific, like just nightmares where they were extremely gory. I've always had those. They were just so, so bad and gory, just terrifying that it would stick in my mind, that it would just stick with me for sometimes a week. Like, I just couldn't get it out of my mind because it was just so disturbing. And then, like, I'd have those until I was in my 20s, basically. And then eventually they went away. I also started having dreams like psychic like. So I'd have dreams that were basically, I knew when things were going to happen, good and bad. I'd have dreams where, you know, family members, close family members, things were going to happen to them, and I knew it was going to happen. For example, you know, let's use my mom for example. I had a dream that my mom was going to have a stroke, and I woke up and my mom had a stroke that same night, and I felt her paralysis. So it was things like that. I'm a very, very intuitive person, and I actually had a job for a while, which I still do have. I just haven't done it for a long time, doing psychic readings and stuff. But anyway, we'll get maybe that to that another time. But um, yeah, so I'm a very intuitive person, but I started having like horrible dreams and things like that. The reason why I mention this is because it's part of my illness as well. And before you say anything, I I'll let you guys guess what my illness is. You're probably thinking it's a mental illness, but I'm gonna say right now that no, it is not a mental illness that you're thinking of that I have. It does sound pretty similar to some mental illnesses, but it is not a mental illness that I have. I actually have a couple illnesses. Hey guys, sorry about that. My phone died, and now it's the next day. My phone is all charged. Anyways, I will get into everything else on my illness journey part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.